Good morning. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys. Today is Monday. It is the day after Thanksgiving, so I have a whole 4-day break from filming anything, which was really nice. It's been a long time since I've had 4 consecutive days that I haven't filmed and done anything, and kind of missed it. So glad to be back at it today. We're going to have a busy week. We're going to be washing equipment. We've got about 3 days of halfway decent weather here, it looks like, before it gets cold again. So we need to get as much stuff washed as possible. Before we get into all that, I hope you all had a great weekend, great Thanksgiving and stuff. We did get some stuff done over the weekend that I just didn't film. Dad did a really great job keeping the disc moving, getting those corn stalks done. We are down to about 50 acres to go before, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Yeah, the disc broke. So that's the first thing we're gonna do here this morning. Dad ran to the bank, but when he gets back, we're gonna go get the disc and bring it back here to fix it. It is not a bearing this time. This time, what broke? One of the C-shank mounts that holds the disc gangs up. So that'll be fun. But in the meantime, we had the most significant rainfall that we have had in over a year yesterday. We had 1.3 inches, which is it was much needed, is great. Would we have liked to gotten that last 50 acres done? Sure. Does it matter? Not at all. So we're done in the fields for a while. We're going to bring that disc home and get it fixed, and we're going to start washing stuff and getting it cleaned up and put away and going through the shop here. So that's today's plan. All right, well, we're over at our disc. Unfortunately, it was the field that's like the farthest away when this happened, which is par for the course, right? So Dad was doing, I don't know, right there. We stuck a chain on there to hold the gang up so we can get it home. Should be good. Go out and take a look, but I'll get it folded up here and hit the road. All right, yeah, broke that whole mount right there. So it must have hit a rock or something. They're actually not that hard to change. It's the 2 bolts that we have to take off when we do bearings, and then this these 2 U-bolts here, and that slides out. We'll get her back in front of the shop where we got the tools, and we'll work on it. There's 50 acres left here to do. That's it. That's all the disking and tillage and work that we had left to do. Whatever, not a big deal. If that's got to wait till spring, it waits till spring. We made it back. Phil's hauling grain. That's pretty much what Phil does between now and March. Hauls grain. So soybeans today. So we are going to work on this. I took my chain off. I'm going to lift it up just a little bit to give us a little more clearance, and then we got to get the old one out. Make sure our new one is the right one. I think we have both. There's lefts and rights. They angle different ways, so it shouldn't be that hard. So I've got these U-bolts here loose. I couldn't get that to slide out of there. Well, what the heck is going on? Well, I came to look at the new one, and it's got notches. So we've got to actually take the U-bolts off, which is, I suppose that's how it locks it in there. It's fine. It's just frustrating because I've been working on it for 5 minutes. Like, why won't this slide out of there? Now I know. Be smarter. Don't be stupid. Be smarter. Okay, I got one out, and in an effort to be even smarter, I should, be able to slide it out the side rather than taking them both off. Okay, there's part number 1. Now I need an extension to get on those bolts and be able to spin them because the blades are there. There. I got it. Now let's take that in and lay it on the bench or match it up and make sure we got the right replacement. Or maybe there's a number on it. Negative. This one is incorrect. I need it to curve that way, not that way. Better. We had the other one back there. There's a reason we keep 2 of them on hand. One of each. Okay, now we just gotta put it back on. I suppose it makes more sense to bolt this to the frame and then the disc gang up than bolt this to the disc gang and then to the frame. Yeah, I have to, because I gotta be able to slide it in. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Well, I got it in, finally. Took a little doing to get everything meshed up right. So I don't have these bolts started. I figured I better get everything started and lined up before I tighten everything so that it all meshes and lines up. Oh good, there's Dad, he can help me. Done and done. That overall wasn't a horrible job, just a little tight getting in and out of there and trying to get the bolts tight and lined up. That was the hard part. So Dad's gonna go park it out back. Add this to the pile of broken disc parts. Some of them. That's our temporary scrap pile where we put stuff in the shop and then haul it back out to the actual scrap pile to get scrapped. This is also scrap. Although we probably could find a use for that. All right, well, that project is done. It is too wet to disc. It's possible we'll get another opportunity to finish that up. I'm not really planning or counting on it. It's supposed to rain again on Wednesday, and it's plenty wet now. It's, like I said, it's not a big deal if that waits till spring. So it is lunchtime. I'm gonna go home and grab some food. When we come back, I'm gonna have to power wash. I think we're gonna get the grain cart out, try and, do I have a tractor to pull the grain cart with? Huh. Yeah, we can hook up to the 8RX. Yeah. We'll try and get those two things, at least the grain cart done, but at least a preliminary wash on the RX, get stuff cleaned up a little bit. So the next 3 days are our best washing days of the week. So we're gonna take advantage of them. All right, time to move some equipment around. We would use this tractor to pull the grain cart around. However, we're missing a front windshield still. I need to get that addressed. The dealer has one, it's there. We just need to get it installed, and I don't want to tackle that, so I'm going to have them do it, but I need to call them, and yeah. I know we've got the windshield and at least one of the rubber seals. I'm not sure if there's any other components and pieces that they need to do that. I need to just kind of call them and say, here, do this. So, but we can move it, get it out of the way. We'll get that tractor out and go get our grain cart. Oh, look, the sun's going to come out for me. At least it won't be so bad. Today's the cold day. It's like 41, 42, something like that. It's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow and Wednesday. I don't know if it's going to be sunny or not, but warmer, and so that's why it's time to power wash. Too wet to be in the fields. I can't delay it anymore. Time to do it. Oh, it's been a little while since we parked this. I think I can remember how to drive it. Oh, it's so nice. It still has new tractor smell, in case you're wondering. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See if I can make this work. Can I hold the camera that you guys can see the pin? Gotta jack it up, dang it. Take two. Apparently the drawbar sits a little higher on this tractor than it does on the 8R. Alright, watch. Almost. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, got it. Yes. I don't know if I caught it on fake camera. These tractors have this little thing right here. When you put the pin up and put that handle in there, when you back up the tongue, it pushes it back, and then it kind of hooks itself up. I had to bump it a couple of times, but it went. Okay, let's pull this rig out front. Grain cart, surprisingly, not surprisingly, I don't know. It takes a while to power wash. There's a lot of surface area. So the outside of it's not too bad, but it does take a lot of crawling around on the inside, washing stuff down through. And then the tracks and the track frames and all that stuff can take a while as well. So yeah, we'll do what we can. Okay, well, walking around, it's not, the tracks are not full of mud, so you know, that's the advantage that we have this year. There's some corn stalks in there. It'd probably be wise to reach in and remove prior to getting them soaking wet. But we got a lot of this dirt stuff coming off the tracks and some grease and stuff in there, but not full of mud, so this might not be terrible. All right, I think I'm ready. Let's do this. You guys are going to get a lot of this view over the next couple of days. Time lapses of us power washing. I'll try and find unique angles to keep it interesting. That's what it is. I never managed to stay as dry as I would like. The sleeve is soaked. But I think it's fairly clean. Not too bad. Oh, I just found some dirt. Gosh dang it. We'll get that. But we're going to go park it. This is a big one to get off my list. This never actually got done last year. As good a job as we do taking care of our machinery. When we were done, it was the middle of December. It was cold. And I didn't have anywhere to put this anyway, so it kind of just got parked so we could get the tractors in, and didn't get cleaned up until right before wheat harvest. So having it done and a barn to put it in makes me feel pretty good. She's not perfect, but we'll take care of it. So I'm gonna have to see if Dad can help me get this thing back in the barn, and then I don't know, it's 3:30, but if I feel like it, I'll bring the tractor back around and work on that for a little bit, but we aren't gonna get that done tonight. I'll do my best here, but this may be a little tricky. I like to get it tight to the planter or the corner. Could have gotten it over a little farther. It's not bad. It's gonna be hard to get it there. It's gonna be hard to get it there, so we'll go with that. All right, we got it unhooked. Oh yeah, we're tight to the back. It just should have been over about 2 feet there. Cool. That'll work. I don't know that it'll matter a whole lot once we put something over there. Big tractor would fit nice there, something, I don't know. Combine, couple tractors maybe. Something right down the middle. We should be good. We should have plenty of storage, or we should have more storage than we did last year. Room to put some stuff in at least. I will work on that for a little bit here tonight yet. I forgot Dad asked me to get the pump, our water chemical pump, out of our dike over here. He's been, well, he had used it when we were fall spraying some stuff, but we gotta get it out of there before it freezes again here. It's supposed to get cold again on Wednesday night, Thursday. After Wednesday, it's supposed to be cold, so we'll get that carried out of there. Well, I'm not real sure what he wants done with it. The plugs are out, so it's drained and good for the winter, so I'm just gonna leave it there until he gives me further instructions. Okay, well, let's start cleaning up this tractor. We aren't gonna get it perfect today, but we're gonna blow the heavy stuff off here. That type of stuff, and there's a pile of corn stalks or husks or something over there, so we'll see how we do. it's not clean, but it's a lot better than it was. I got the heavy stuff off. I need to get the concrete cleaned up. It's clean enough that if I put it in the barn and I wait until the middle of January before we get back to this, I can finish cleaning it in the shop without too much trouble. Dad's gonna put it in the barn for me if he can figure out how to drive it. He got it. It'll get there. There you go. There you go. All right. Let's get our concrete. We'll scrape stuff up into a pile and then we'll power wash it off real quick. It's just going to get dirty again tomorrow, so actually I might even not even power wash it. I might just scrape it up into a pile. Oh, all right. Well, that's a successful day of power washing, I guess. Cart is done. Tractor's decent. Not done, but decent. And yeah, so we'll start on the combine tomorrow, which that one's a much bigger project, admittedly. I'll spend most of the day on it tomorrow. Brock's coming on Wednesday, so yeah, Brock, you're going to be power washing on Wednesday. That's what we got doing. But 2 days will get us a long ways. We'll get all the heavy stuff off, enough that we can start going through it in the shop and working on stuff, and should be good from there. So let's see. Oh, I have another project for tonight. Hold on. One of the things that I did get done over the weekend was some Christmas decorations. So you guys remember that star I built last week? I welded up and I got it painted, cleaned up, painted it, and got that hung on my barn down at the seed warehouse there, so I'll show you that. Also put some lights on the front, which are nice. I don't know that I'm going to get anything done on the house, but hey, we got something done. So I also got the star up on top of our big bin put up. We just leave it up there all year, but I got it plugged in and replaced the broken bulbs and that stuff. However, it was blinking on me, and I'm like, why is it blinking? Should not blink. Well, I put a photocell plug in, or a timer, photocell timer, right by the plug where it plugs in, right at the bottom of the star. And I'm pretty sure what's happening is it gets dark, star comes on, star gets bright, and the photocell thinks it's light, shuts it off. So it just comes on and off all night. And I'm sure my neighbors are tired of that. So we're gonna go fix it. Sun's out, look at that. Check it out. So we're up on top of that big bin, right? She's full. She's full to the eaves and peaked up in the middle. It's awesome. There's a lot of corn in this bin. I just opened that door so I could show you, though we don't leave it open. Oh, this bin is 75 feet off the ground right here at the peak, I believe. Is it the peak or the eave? I don't know. It's 16 wide rings, so there's our star. Here's our timer with the photocell. One of those is a light, one of them is a photocell. If I hold my finger over it, it should turn on. I don't know how long it takes. Oh, I do, because I watched it blink. Not that long. Unless I'm holding my finger over the light and not the photocell. Nope, that's right. Well, whatever. Let's just turn the switch there. See, it comes on, and then I think it's too bright. So if I take this, flip it over, I think we'll be okay. So that's what we're gonna do. It'll be bright enough during the day that it'll shut off, but it should come on and stay on. All right. Oh, our hunters are here. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Thursday is opening day of deer season in Ohio, that side of the line. This side, Michigan, is still on through another day or two. So yeah, so the lane that we have right there, that's the state line. If I come over here, I don't know if you can see it from here or not. No, you can't see it. Over there on the other side of our house, you can see how the road's different over there than it is over here. There's a post right along the road. That is the state line marker. My house is down there. It's in Ohio. We are in Michigan right here. And yeah, pretty nice. The neighbors got their corn off over there end of last week. They were working on that, got it done. And I think there's one field of corn over there yet that I know of. Other than that, it's pretty much gone around here. Everybody's done. Oh, there's my star. I'll put on my seed warehouse over there. If it gets dark and I remember, I'll show you. I mean, it will get dark. If I remember, I'll show you it lit up. All right, I'm going home. Thanks for watching today. Good to be back. Good to be making videos again. Missed you guys. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Appreciate that. Helps me out a bunch. And yeah, more washing tomorrow. We'll start in on this combine. It'll be fun. Promise. Oh, if you haven't got any of your Borderview Farms holiday stuff that you need yet, go on, get that ordered, farmfolks.com. I'm being warned that it may get tight here getting stuff done and shipped, and you know how supply chain stuff goes this time of year. So if you want it before Christmas, get it ordered, get it done. I placed a big order myself yesterday, so hopefully that stuff shows up this week. And yeah, all is good. Thank you guys. See ya. My star's not blinking anymore. And there's the one on my seed warehouse. My light's on the front.